So you hate journaling, or you just can't get your head around doing this journaling thing. Why not try this instead? I've got something that might interest you. Stay tuned. Hey traders, warm welcome to you. All right, so you know you should be journaling, right? You know that journaling is a good part of the process. And there's two prongs to this. Before we get to the thing, very quickly, it's worth sticking with me for this one. You've got two reasons why you journal. One is to get data. And so the data there is to say, right, hey, what happened in this trade? Should I be holding this trade a little bit longer? Should I be doing this? Should I be structuring the exits a little bit better? And it's a kind of an operational thing, right? And that's a case of, okay, let me put my charts in, mark up my charts, write down some things, and that's good. And you can go back and look at data, and that's valuable, right? Because you can go back and say, well, what happened in the last trend day? What happened in the last gap lower day? How did I deal with that? That's all well and good. But the other extra advantage you get from trading is that it's this cathartic process of talking out loud what happened during the trading day, or talking through the trading day out loud. So you're basically saying, hey, listen, this is how I felt. I got this trade here, and I did this and I did that, and there's a process that makes you think a little bit clear. I think that's one of the bigger benefits. It's all very well having the data and all this type of stuff, but generally we know kind of some of the things, and we can kind of make these adjustments on the fly, and not on the fly, but we can kind of go during the trading day. Hey, the last few days have been a bit early to catching that move. I need to adjust and adapt. And I think if perfect world, you do it all, right? You put it all down, you've got this data, you've got these thoughts and thinking, it's great. But in the real world, kind of sometimes you might be thinking, you haven't got time for it, so I've got something different that you could do. And that is using one of these, right? So using your phone, holding it there and literally saying, hey, this is what I did today. And you can do it while you're doing other stuff, right? You can walk around, you can, this is what I did today. I thought the market was going higher. I kind of bought that high and it fell back on me. And I was a little bit, and this is where you've got to really dig in. And this kind of talking out loud helps you bring it out of you. You go, I didn't think it was a great trade, but I took it anyway. I then got caught out on this low, but I did. You can just run through and talk through the trading day. Right, and that, okay, you don't get any data from that. You kind of do, because you can keep those in your voice memos or whatever phone you're using, and kind of you can see exactly what the data is, you've done it. So if you kind of go back and say, well, how's my performance that? Well, that only can listen to it again or watch the recording if you're a video. I think video is good because you can see kind of the emotion on your face. But the primary thing for that is that you download from your mind some of the things that you've been thinking about during the trading day, because they get lost, right? And they're valuable. How you've perceived a move, how you've behaved after a trade, how you've then subsequently traded that instrument, or how you've incorrectly viewed this, or whatever the situation may be, is something that you can work on. And so you can stand there and you can say, hey, I thought we were going lower. I kind of saw this little pop up. I sold into that. We did this. I felt a bit fearful I'd lose that profit. So I grabbed it, and it was the wrong thing to do. And why did I feel fearful? Well, I was sitting there for a while, and you can kind of just talk through the whole process. And the important thing about this, and one of the techniques to get the most out of this, is to basically say, hey, I am going to just talk through in minute detail about everything that's happened today, and be super honest. One of the things that we tend to do that not really great is we can gloss over things and say, oh no, it's fine. We tend to forget some of the errors. I really want to grab those errors and go, hey, why did I do that today? How can I improve? So why did I do it? Why did I respond the way I did? Why was that wrong? And how can I avoid that in the next trading day? So let's say it's that I snatched at my profits. I didn't go to my target. How can I avoid that? Well, maybe when it gets to a certain percentage of the target, I can move a stop and walk away. Or maybe I can have the self-talk that says, hey, I'm prepared to give back this profit, this target looks good, or whatever it may be. But it's analyzing the challenge and then coming up with a solution. Because if you do these two things, then it just helps. And honestly, try it out. Just try talking into your phone or voice record or whatever. But that act of talking through the day is it's so valuable. Honestly, it's such a valuable tool. If you're not into like full journaling and logging all that type of stuff, just do this, because this the process of downloading that thoughts into your mind onto, probably paper would be a good one as well. But I'm trying to do something that if you're not doing that, I'm trying to do something that's easy for you to do. I'm trying to make the barrier to entry to journaling so low. And we've all got a phone, we've all got a video on it, we've all got a selfie camera on it, we've all got a voice memo facility on it. It doesn't take long, and we can all just do it whenever we want. It doesn't have to be perfect. You're not putting up online or anything. And it's just that process of running through the trading day, talking it through, and you'll find value from it. I almost guarantee it. And then you better sit down and kind of look through the chart, talk through, and then maybe you make some notes, and you can take it as far or as little as you want with journaling. You can kind of do that on specific days where you had a great day, had a really bad day. You can do it every day. Just do something. And that's a really good way of getting into journaling and allowing that stuff to download from your mind, and so that you can improve the next day. Just make those little incremental improvements to get to where you want to be. All right, keep your risk managed. I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.